Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all aware that tomorrow, 23rd November, is the last date for nominating for XCOM, that is Executive Committee. Now, I know it's a bit too late, but better late than never. I, as Secretary, want to highlight upon two things. Why you should nominate for Secretary, for the post of Secretary at Executive Committee, and why at all should you nominate yourself for the Executive Committee of Aurangabad Toastmasters. Point number one, I'll first highlight upon why secretary. Do you know what is the importance of secretary? Importance number one, unless a secretary records in his minutes of meeting or in his minutes that a meeting has taken place, unless a secretary does that, the meeting does not construe to have taken place. Even if you do the entire thing, you have speeches, you have full-fledged meeting, but unless the secretary records in his minutes, till then the minutes are not construed to have taken place. The minutes of secretary are the only testimony, are the only proof that Aurangabad Toastmasters, or for that matter any Toastmasters meeting, have taken place. Now, no, it is not only about meetings, it is also about awards and accolades. Only till secretary records, only then the awards and accolades are valid. Because if any time someone asks for a reference, okay, who got this award? The secretary's notes are the only testimony, okay, someone won that award. So, in short, you are a certifying authority, not president, not vice president, but secretary. Only when secretary writes, only then things are valid in the Toastmasters Club. That is one of the foremost reasons why the post of secretary has such a privilege and such a high degree of prestige. When you go out and say, yes, I'm club secretary of Aurangabad Toastmasters, suddenly everyone looks at you with a certain amount of prestige, a certain amount of esteem. Okay, he's someone important from that club. Why? Because the reason I told you. There is another reason why a post of secretary is that important. You know, in a meeting when everyone writes everything, everyone performs everything, at the end of the meeting, when the secretary publishes those minutes, all the role players look out for, okay, what has secretary described me in? In what words am I described? Has the secretary praised me? What has secretary said about my performance? There is every role player has innately he has an eye over, okay, what has secretary written about me? So as a secretary you have that privilege, to write about things that people look up to you. That's a very important thing. No one else does that but secretary. And there is one more thing. As a secretary, you have privilege to stamp, that is to approve on the levels. For example, if someone has completed some level, president can approve on the portal, VP education can approve on the portal. Apart from them, also secretary can approve on the portal. Not vice president membership, not vice president PR, no one else, but secretary has that power to approve in the portal. Apart from that, secretary also has power to delegate the vote for the international Toastmasters to any proxy. That is one of the powers only president and the secretary of club have. These are numerous benefits of being a secretary, which I have really enjoyed. Apart from that, there are also benefits being sheerly part of XCOMer or being part of executive committee. One of them, one of them is you are privy to how the entire term is managed. You have a say in that. You are exposed to, like, for example, if club makes a club success plan, it is job of secretary, I mean, to record everything. If any plan is made, if anything is made, secretary is someone who has to be informed always, always, always. So you always have control over, like you're always privy to all those secret informations. The other point is you get amazing chance to network to everyone. You get part of that WhatsApp group. You get part of that WhatsApp group wherein you are connected to all the secretaries over your district. So there's a one larger part. When you are ex-commer, you get connected to everyone. There are numerous more benefits. That is the reason I urge you all to nominate for the XCOM, especially for the post of secretary. I especially urge Toastmaster Tanvi, Toastmaster Akash, Toastmaster Pankaj to take up this role of secretary. I even urge the experienced Toastmaster, Toastmaster Neeta, and Toastmaster Shilpa to try out this amazing post. Wish you all the best. Whosoever wishes to nominate for the secretary, the whole month of December, I shall be available to them to handhold to how to write minutes of meeting, to doing stuff what a secretary does. I also assure handholding in the coming future. That's all. Happy being Toastmaster and happy being a secretary of the club. I really thoroughly enjoyed my post. Hope to see you ahead. Thank you.